Okay, so I wanted to go over the kitchen design for Marina. So basically, this is the adjustments that we created, and what we had is many options, different variations that we were doing, and so if we look at the kitchen, this is the kitchen. So original idea was something like this, where it has a cooktop, 24-inch cooktop, and this is actually a version, so drawings, so this is even, so kitchen version 1, so this is version 1. So it was like this: freestanding hood, freestanding 24-inch stove, pull out spices, big drawers, pantry with a fridge and double doors. And then this side there was I kind of did the sink in the middle of the opening, drawers, dishwasher, garbage, and more drawers. And because this area cannot be removed, this post cannot be removed because of structural and wiring and it's stuff, it's a condo unit, so stuff is going into this pillar all the way through all the floors. So this would be ideal in my opinion, and then but it cannot be done. And then this second design, I created more drawers, so deep drawers for pantry, even cereal boxes, bigger lids and stuff. Then the rest is kind of the same. This side was the same. Version 3 was putting a microwave fan, not the best venting, but it does save countertop space. This elevation was the same. Version 2, and that. And then we went into custom hood, so adding kind of an insert and then lift up doors, keeping the pantry drawers to pull outs and stuff like that. And this is how that looks. And this side we shifted, now these drawers became smaller, 30-inch sink. And then version 5, there's modified with these lift ups on the sides. And then the sink, I kind of reduced the sink size to 27-inch or 24-inch, and then reduce the amount of drawers in the kitchen as well. And then the client now thought on that design, and we went into version 6, which is she wanted to put a pantry, make it more symmetrical, so it's pantry, and then a fridge. So this is 24, 19-inch drawers, 19-inch uppers, and then a custom hood with the hood insert. And then the fridge is now, so we started with 24-inch fridge, 24-inch stove. Now we went into 30-inch fridge, 30-inch stove. This side we're still keeping a 10-inch cabinet here for little things and trays and cutting boards and stuff, dishwasher, garbage, and then drawers. So this is how that looks from the side. And now again, so I'm gonna explain now elevation of this. So the problem is, because there's very little, so there's about 20 inches on each side, so it's not very wide countertop. And what we have to realize as well is that having the pantry with full doors, I know it looks nice and clean, however the drawers inside are gonna have reduced space. So what do I mean by that? So let's modify this pantry, and I'm gonna modify it and just show you how that looks, and what it means inside a pantry. So now I take this door and I just twist and I turn it, so we go and we open it like that, right? So when we open the door, as we see, this is gonna have the door is not perfectly, like when it opens, it closes, the hinge pushes this door 1/4 inch, so 0.375 in. So this is how the door is actually gonna be. So in order for the drawers, so the client, she said that the client wants the doors. I'm just gonna remove the handles to explain my point. So this is one door, and this is the second door, and the same thing happens here. So now this door, let's say we open 90, but now we also gotta move it 0.375, and so that's how that's gonna look like. And I know this can open 107, and and basically so even if the door opens slightly like that, so we can go like this, but actually we can, because there's the wall, right? So we can't even do that much, so we can probably go half a degree, something like that. But it's still access, it's still kind of going away from the cabinet, right? 0.5. So now, so what happens now inside? So in order for the drawer inside to work, so the client, she wants to have a shelf. So she wants to have a shelf 17 inches for something that she wants to store inside. And now we want to have drawers inside, so we're gonna have 20-inch slides, or yeah, so let's do 22-inch slides, and then let's say this is going to be 2.5, and this needs to be 5/8, 0.625. Okay, make a group now, rectangle, and then we're doing the same. So we need 1.25 offset, 0.625, in order for this to work. Now, because it's a double door, we got to do the same thing on this side, right? So now we have to do the same build out on the other side. So we copy this and we put it into here, and copy and V. So now we have the, so this is the double sides here, and now between this, so we have to subtract, so the distance that we get in order to have, so that's camera, tools, view, edit, Windows, preferences, Windows, I need model info, architectural, I need decimal. Okay, so this is, the opening is 20.25, so 20.25 minus 0.375, that's 19.875. So from here we go 19.875, that's our drawer box. And let's say we go straight up like 8 inches, we're gonna do them 8 inches deep, and pull 22 inches this way, offset 0.625 and 7.25. So this is going to be our drawer box. Make a group, move. So we're moving it in the middle of this line. So move, the middle is here like that. So this is the room basically for the slide. So this is the drawer box in a 24 inch. So we're losing 3 inches of space here. I mean 1.25, so that's almost 3 inches, 2.5, and then we're losing another 1.25 out of the opening. So copy V. So now let's say that this box is open, this drawer is open drawer, so it opens up to here, and that's basically going to be our opening. So much space is lost for the build outs. So we end up having interior of the drawer 18 and 5/8. Now these cabinets, the same thing happens here. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm just gonna create the bottom drawer with no drawer. Actually, there is a drawer. Okay. So then just this, delete and move. So let's say this is coming out 19. Okay, so the same thing here. So now these drawers are going to be 15. So 15 and 18, right? So now if we go and we get a regular pot or pan, pot, kitchen, yeah, so let's say this, even this doesn't look like even a big cooking pot, so pot. Okay, so you know, you can't really fit two, so copy V. So we can't fit two of them. Okay. You see? Technically, I mean, if we turn and twist and just kind of, yeah, so I guess like that, possibly. So two not very big pots we can fit in here, but it's not a very big drawer. 15 inches, it's not a very big drawer. And then 18 inches is not a very big drawer as well. And then the client wants to have a microwave drawer, so the same thing. Microwave drawer is gonna pull out 1.5, make a group, so that's gonna go on top of here with the build outs. So something like that is now has to be here. Okay, let me just wait a second.